Hello and welcome to another new episode of the Trailblazer League. In the last episode, we achieved 99 Slayer, which is the end of one of the longer grinds on the way to max on the leagues. Also unlocked the Occult Necklace, which was super lucky, getting 2 Smoke Devil tests before getting 99. That'll be the end of where I do Slayer, since there's not a whole lot of time left. Today is actually the 8th of December, and I effectively don't have any more time to play the league after around Christmas Eve, which means there's about 16 days left on the league for me, which means I really have to get going on the way to max. But that should be fine because the pieces are starting to fall in place. There's not really a whole lot of blocking items left that would prevent me from just grinding all the way to max. However, there are a couple of items that are really more nice to haves, both for league points and also for slightly accelerating the grind. One such set of those items would actually be Bandos Armor. For my melee grind, it would be really nice to have those because they have high defense bonuses as well as the strength bonus associated with them. So if I'm going to try to get any Bandos Armor, I should probably try to do it before I start doing the melee grind. So of course, because it's the league and I'm here to have fun as well as try to max and grind out some goals, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a little bit of Bandos Armor before I begin that. I'm not going to stay at Bandos for a long time at all, maybe 50 kills, maybe less. I also don't really expect it to be any different than the other God Wars kills that you've already seen, because Bandos is a melee only boss. I suspect it should be pretty much the same method, just kind of finagling where I stand on each spawn so that Bandos can stack up with his minions and I can splash him off of those. But if I get lucky and I can pull some armor, it should help the melee grind a lot. If I go ahead and open the task list here as well, you can see that I get a free 250 points because Jagex messed up, I guess, on one of the Slayer tasks, and some people had extra points, so they just decided to give it to everyone who didn't already have it. So 250 extra points. That puts me up to 29,150, which is actually just about 1,000 points below Rune League. So I'm pretty confident I should be able to get into Rune League, especially with all the points I'll be getting on the way to max. There's also a good number of tasks in here that I could do very easily that don't require a lot of grinding that I just haven't gotten to yet. So I'm not super worried about points, though I'm hoping to have a couple extra days at the end after maxing to kind of grind out some of the easier tasks. But I think that brings everything up to speed for today. I'm going to go ahead and jump into a little bit of Bandos. And also a little Herblore update. I've been keeping up with making my unfinished potions and getting secondaries. I think the only secondary I have left to get is more red spider eggs, which I've just been doing these Spidings in the Tower of Life. Not super interesting. But if I added up all the experience that I have banked here, I believe it's around 7, almost 8 million. Plus my current experience that I have means that I have just about 2 million experience left to go. So I should be well on the way to be getting enough herbs for 99 by the end of the league, though it's definitely going to be close. That was a lot harder than I thought. So here we are, same setup as the other God Wars, same concept. However, I'm noticing the guys are one tile, the minions are one tile rather, so this might be a little bit more tricky than the other ones where the minions were at least 2, or even as Emrak where a couple of them are 3 or 4. I feel like it doesn't make a huge difference because you still have to kind of line up this primary tile of the boss with these guys, but it might make it a little hard to land the clicks that I need to, so we'll go ahead and see how this goes. Oh, I actually need to get kill count first. Let me go kill some goblins. Okay, now let's give this a try. Alright, there's the first kill. It actually isn't too hard to just hit him in the face. I think unlike the other bosses, this guy has pretty low magic defense. I know he has a high magic level, but I don't know which one is more important. So, it's not actually, like, I barely missed when I hit him in the face, but I definitely have a lot to learn how to line up his minions. One of those times I have a revelation, I'm just like, what am I doing? I don't have to wait the full minute between kills. I can actually just leave it puts me outside the door, and then I can just enter the instance again and have an instant respawn, because the kill count doesn't decrease anyway, so I've been waiting the full minute for all of my Godward boss respawns. It's most of the time. Oh, there's another Godsword Shard 1, so that's 3, including the one I lost. There we go. I think I could consistently recreate this stack right here. Real good, all 3 minions together and the boss. But how do I get out of this one? Combo eat and run through. Oh, made it. Alright, pretty good.
So here's the main problem. This is the second spot I freeze him on. I don't really know where to go from here. I think if I go to this corner, I'll be able to freeze him, but I have like a 1-tick window to do it, so I almost always get meleeed. Because there's like no good indicator as to when I can freeze him again. I don't know if it's best just to accept the 1 melee and put on pray melee for that 1 attack. The other alternative is to run all the way around to the other side of the room again, which is fine, but then I only get in like 5 attacks, which is like half of the normal ones I can get. This room is just, it's the smallest, and I don't think it works really well based on where I need to be to stack on the minions. So already up to 47 kills, no drops unfortunately, so I think I'm just going to end it with this trip. I'm effectively at 50, which is what my goal was. The armor pieces are like, I think a 1 out of 380 I think per piece, so I'd have to go well over double this in order to get, like, in theory, a fair drop at a drop. You know, RNG is never fair, but I don't really think it's worth doing that necessarily, because Bandos Armor provides such a small benefit for me, though this was fun, and I wanted to briefly show off the method that I have. I think part of the problem with Bandos is his room is so small that I have the most trouble getting him stuck somewhere where I can get a maximum amount of DPS on him with a minion underneath, and I'll kind of show you what I mean here. So what I've been doing is skipping the respawn timer by leaving the room every time, which has definitely sped this up a lot. I can't believe I didn't do that for Zamorak and Saradomin, so I'll be doing that in the future. However, the trade-off there is that I can't get a consistent rotation based on their spawn position. I have to use the spawn position from when I enter the room, and I'm standing by the door, which is a little bit more tricky because there's a little bit less time to react, but it's not too bad. So if I pop in the room here and then spam click that first tile closer to me, I'll run to this tile actually. Now, and spam click this first tile closer to me, I'll actually go to the second tile, and I freeze Bandos as soon as I get there. Why? So if I open the door and spam click this first tile, I'll actually run to the second tile. Then I have to very quickly freeze Bandos, because he will be 1 tile away from me within a minute. Then freeze the meleeer right next to him. I can get off 5 hits, so 3, 4, 5. Then I have to run this way. On the way I can get 1 more hit, but I have to keep moving because Bandos will unfreeze in a moment. So then he'll start chasing me. I can freeze him on the ranger now, and then I also have to freeze the meleeer on him, which is always a little tricky. And then I can attack the ranger for 6 hits, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have to run all the way across the room again to make sure he doesn't get me. And then this is the really tricky part. I don't really know what to do here. I can't get him on the major because there isn't enough time. He's still on freeze cooldown, but I have to just kind of face hit him there, and that one actually worked out really well. But typically I would splash like 3 out of 4 of those hits, unfortunately. So whereas with Saradomin and Zamorak, I was able to always get them stacked up on a minion very easily. That one part I can't figure out how to do it. No matter how I run around the room, the fact that the ranger and the mage stay so close in this room, it's almost impossible. So that's the best strategy I could come up with, and I think that'll be sufficient for now. That's 48 kills. I don't think I'll do any more. There's a chance I might come back if I want to, but again, with the only task-based goals here being to acquire some of the more rare drops, I don't think it's quite worth my time right now because I'm running so short on it. Got some good Snapdragon drops though, and a lot of cash, so I'll take it, but unfortunately no uniques. Still fun though. So this is actually a huge moment. If I check the health of this mahogany tree, that'll be 25 million farming experience, which means I am effectively done farming for the rest of the game mode, which is really nice. I do enjoy the daily farm runs, but I am really wanting to just focus on getting the rest of my skills up, and I'm struggling for seeds every time I go to run and plant trees, so it's nice to not have to worry about that anymore. I'll still grow some herbs here and there though I'm hoping to potentially get the rest with some herbivore or other tasks. So unfortunately, one of the big mistakes I've made is that I have not been taking advantage of my miscellanea. I have had a lot of money for a while. I didn't initially set it up because I was broke at the time I did the quest, but I've had plenty of money. Though at the end of the league, I don't think it's going to matter a ton because I don't actually need that much more resources.
Let me show you what I mean. So basically, if I put 10 people on maples, I'll be able to get all of the maples I need for 99 fletching in 2 days, because I just need a few for arrow shafts. And then beyond that, with the AFK chopping I've been doing, I only need about 5 days of maples to achieve 99 fire making. So that should be no problem. Then it begs the question, where do I put the remaining 5? And I am split between coal and herbs, because I still don't have enough herbs for 99 herb lore. However, the coal would also be very useful. But at the end of the day, I can buy as much coal as I want from Blast Furnace for about the same cost it would cost here. So I'm just going to go ahead and max out the 5 on herbs until I have 99 herb lore, and then I'll probably do coal for the rest of the time. And then this is enough money for the rest of my time on the leak, because that's 20 days worth of money. So hopefully that should be sufficient. With that underway, that means that I have the fletching resources coming, I've got the fire making resources coming, so those 2 are handled. I have all of the teaks I need for 99 construction, just a matter of making planks. I have everything I need for rune crafting. I'm going to need a little bit more essence, I'll probably AFK that a little bit. Agility is something I'm going to be doing through Brimhaven, which I'm doing on the side as well. Prayer, I need a few more bones, though I'll probably be doing those at Dagonoth Kings in the near future. Range will be super easy, I'll just be doing AFKing wherever I can do the multi-combat splash attacks with knives. If I don't just get 99 through additional PVM, then I'm going to be doing, I'll be doing Maniacal Monkeys like I will for my melees, which I pretty much have everything I need for as well. Just have to get a Dragon Defender. And then for smithing, I can just buy ore from the Blast Furnace, so that's just something I have to knock out at some point as well. I'm probably just going to be bouncing back and forth between tasks from here on. As I've said before, I don't do very good when I have to stick with one thing for many, many days or hours on end, so I like to jump between various tasks. So I'll just probably be picking a thing, sticking with it for a couple hours, and I'll provide interesting updates as things go along. But right now I actually feel like getting the last major unlock I need to achieve my melee stats, and that is the Dragon Defender. So I'm going to go ahead and get that handled right now. Should be super quick. So entering the Warriors Guild was an easy task I probably could have done a while ago, maybe even before I got the last relic. But what I'm really curious to know is, can I use magic here? It's technically the Warriors Guild, so you'd think you wouldn't want to, but it seems like it doesn't work. I'm not hitting anything, which is a problem. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, time to whip out the melee gear. Well, actually, I probably don't want to do this just yet. I probably want to get Piety and Chivalry unlocked first before I do that. But hey, defeating a armor set was a task, so that's cool. Alright, this should be the end of the King's Ransom quest. Ooh, a lot of defense experience. I probably should have knocked that out sooner, but not a big deal. Time to do the Knight's Training Ground. Oh, I didn't even see you get a lamp for this as well, so might as well put that on prayer for an extra 80k per experience. Hey, look who's the fool who just brought some prayer potions to avoid that. You can't use prayer in. But seriously, my melee setup's looking pretty good. Wish I had gotten some better trend rune than Gothics, but you know, I'll take it. It's pretty good. You know, casually hitting 70 attack in the middle of a fight and upgrading my weapon mid-fight. You know, as you do. But there's equipping an Abyssal Whip, which is the 250-point task I couldn't quite do yet. And wow, this is already wrecking. Oh, I didn't realize it was the last one. There was one more. Or I thought there was one more, rather. But I missed the 1 million experience drop from doing this, because you get 300,000 across all your melee stats. So up to 73 and 74 strength, which is really amazing, and now I should be able to knock out the Defender grind really quickly. I can also activate Chivalry, which I think is a task, and also Piety, which is another task. So a lot of points just from getting that done. Oh, and also 30,000 league points on the nose. Super exciting. So herein lies the power of the Equilibrium Relic. Because I'm training on Controlled, I get attack and strength experience with each hit, and each of those experience drops gets an equilibrium bonus as well. So basically every single hit I do, I get a bonus 200 attack experience and 200 strength experience. Also defense, though obviously that's not as important because I've already got 99. However, it should still be enough to get me up to 25 million, which is really good. So this should allow my melee training to go super fast. This dude is AFK and his stuff is on the ground. Let's see if he'll actually pick it up or if it's gonna despawn. Oh no, poor guy. Oh. Alright, moment of truth. Can I attack these guys with magic? I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Nope, they're also resistant to magic. That's unfortunate. Looks like I'm stuck with melee here, though it's melee experience. I'll take it. Where that's the bronze defender already? I've killed 4. There's combat level 110. I'm definitely going to be getting a lot of easy tasks that I couldn't get with my build otherwise in the coming time after starting this grind, because my combat level is going to fly up. Ooh, there's the Iron Defender. So after getting spoon-fed the first defender after 4 kills, this one took 122. Yeah, okay, I'm being spoon-fed. The steel and black defenders are still on the ground, and I already got the Iron Defender. And the steel just disappeared, so that means it's been 3 minutes. There it is, the Rune Defender accomplished. So onto the Dragon, which is increased by the drop rate modifier, so it's a 1 out of 25. Should hopefully be pretty quick. If you're curious, the experience here was about 700,000 an hour, just using control, already up almost to 80 each. Attack and strength, which will be a nice boost. Seriously, what an easy grind. 2 kills. 2 kills, Dragon Defender. That is a 100 point task done, and that's the last piece of gear I need to max my melees. And here we are. Go ahead and check this out. 3,000 experience per swing, thanks to the exploding attacks. And the equilibrium experience gets added for each individual monkey that gets hit, as well as each of the 2 skills I'm training. So I'm getting like something like 1,200 extra experience per swing on each monkey. So this will be really fast. I'm already up to 1.5 million experience per each one. I also have some potions with me to help speed it up, and I'm hoping that the prayer potions will, like they drop prayer potions as well, so I'm hoping that I won't have to use very much prayer here at all. And it's mostly going to be AFK, which is really nice, so it's not going to be too interesting though. I think it's just going to be me sitting here. We'll see how long it takes, but 99 should be right around the corner. So, really unsurprising I missed that one. 25 million defense experience obtained. That's one more 25 million done. Oh, gosh dang it, this is like the 3rd time I went to AFK and let my prayer drop and die. It's so frustrating. I just whack this guy with this Abyssal Whip. Seriously. Just kidding. I did die a couple times though. So yeah, there's 99 attack, 99 strength, done. It took, let's see, around about 2.5 hours for all that. So really not too bad at all. I was averaging about 4 million experience an hour, and I could push it a little bit higher if I was actually focusing on hitting high health monkeys and things. It was a total of 15 million experience an hour across all the skills, because I got the same amount of experience in hit points and of course defense, which I got 25 mil experience in from that grind. So that's a couple more 99s knocked out, all the way up to 124 combat, which means that I hit the 110 and 120 combat milestone tasks on the way, as well as the 2,100 total level experience milestone. I'm up to 314050 points, which is awesome because as of the last update, the rune tier was 31200. So that means I'm in the rune tier, and I should hopefully safely stay there as I still have some more tasks I'm going to do before I'm done. If I did want to go for 25 million in each of these skills, it would only take me about 3 hours. So I'll have to consider that as a potential option for tasks to do at the very end. Honestly, 3 hours for 500 points sounds like a pretty good points to time ratio there. So I'll be strongly considering doing that. It's super AFK too. So I actually think this is where I'm going to go ahead and leave it off. Obviously, the 99 melees is a huge milestone and a huge amount of progress for the account. Also, I got more points today than I think I've ever gotten in long time, at least since I unlocked the last relic. There were so many tasks that were on the way to those 99 melee stats, so I'm really happy to have them done. So yeah, getting really close to max now. Not a whole lot left to do, but I am still having an absolute blast, and I hope you are too. There's not a whole lot of time left in the league, so I hope you're considering what your final days will look like. Make sure you get those tasks done. Make sure you get as high of a rank as possible. Of course, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and check back soon for the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.